Hey there, if you're thinking about starting an Airbnb business and wondering if you should form an LLC, then this video is exactly what you need. Today, I'll walk you through everything that you need to know about setting up an LLC specifically for your Airbnb venture. And I'll even show you how to set one up in just a few minutes. An LLC, or limited liability company, provides personal asset protection, which means that if something goes wrong with your Airbnb, like a guest gets injured or damages neighboring property, then your personal assets like your home, car, and savings are protected from lawsuits. This separation between your personal and business finances is absolutely crucial in the hospitality industry where liability risks are super high. Another major benefit is tax flexibility. With an LLC, you choose how you want to be taxed. By default, a single member LLC is taxed as a sole proprietorship, meaning that all profits pass through to your personal tax return. But you also have the option to be taxed as an S corporation, which could potentially save you thousands in self-employment taxes if your Airbnb business becomes profitable. LLCs also give you credibility. Having LLC after your business name signals to guests, suppliers, and even Airbnb itself that you're serious about your business. This professional image can often help you stand out in a crowded marketplace. Now let's talk about the steps to form an LLC for your Airbnb business. There are 5 main steps that you'll need to follow. Step 1 is choosing a name for your LLC. Your business name needs to include limited liability company, LLC, or similar designations depending on your state's requirements. You'll want to choose something that reflects your Airbnb brand, but also complies with your state's naming rules. Make sure to do a name search on your Secretary of State's website to ensure that your name isn't already taken. Step number 2 is appointing a registered agent. This is a person or a company that accepts legal documents on behalf of your LLC. They need to have a physical address in the state where your LLC is formed and be available during business hours. If your Airbnb property is in a different state from where you live, then this becomes especially important. Step number 3 is filing your articles of organization, sometimes called a certificate of formation. This is the document that officially creates your LLC with the state. The filing fee varies by state, but it typically ranges from $100 to $500. You'll need to provide basic information like your LLC's name, address, registered agent details, and sometimes names of the members. Step 4 is obtaining an EIN, or employer identification number. Think of this as a social security number for your business. You'll need this to open up a business bank account, file taxes, and potentially hire employers if your Airbnb business grows. Step 5 is creating an operating agreement. While not required in all states, this internal document outlines how your LLC will operate, including ownership percentages, voting rights, profit distribution, and what happens if a member leaves. For Airbnb businesses with multiple owners, this is absolutely essential to prevent disputes down the road. After forming your LLC, there are a few additional steps specific to Airbnb hosts. You'll want to open a separate business bank account to keep your Airbnb income and expenses separate from your personal finances. This reinforces that corporate veil that we talked about earlier. You should also look into specialized insurance for short-term rentals, as standard homeowner policies often don't cover Airbnb activities. If you're thinking this sounds like a lot of work, don't worry, it is actually a much easier way to handle all of this. I personally recommend using Northwest Registered Agent to set up your LLC. I've used them for multiple businesses, and they make the whole process incredibly simple while providing excellent privacy protection. Let me walk you through how easy it is to use Northwest. First, click on that exclusive discount link that I've included in the description below, and once you're on their website, click the button to get started. You'll be asked what type of business you're starting and in what state. Select LLC and choose the state where your Airbnb property is located or where you want to form your LLC. Next, you'll name your company. Remember those naming rules that we talked about earlier? Well, Northwest will help you make sure that the name complies with state requirements. Then you'll specify the purpose of your business, in this case, short-term rental or property management, and provide your business address. After that, you'll enter the members of the LLC, which might just be you if you're the sole owner, along with your contact information. Northwest will also offer additional services that you might need, like getting an EIN or setting up a trademark for your Airbnb brand name. Finally, you'll submit your payment, and Northwest will handle everything else for you. They'll prepare and file all the necessary paperwork with the state, provide registered agent service, and give you access to all your LLC documents online. The whole process takes just 3 to 5 minutes to complete on your end. And that's why I recommend Northwest to everybody, because it makes starting your LLC super easy, so that you can focus on making your Airbnb business successful rather than drowning in a bunch of paperwork. One more thing that's particularly important for Airbnb hosts consider forming your LLC in the state where your property is located, even if you live elsewhere. This can simplify tax reporting and compliance with short-term rental regulations. So there you have it. Everything that you need to know about starting an LLC for your Airbnb business. Remember, while forming an LLC does involve some upfront costs, the liability protection and potential tax benefits make it well worth the investment for serious Airbnb hosts. If you found this video helpful, please hit that like button and subscribe for more content on Airbnb hosting and small business tips. Drop any questions that you have in the comments below, and I will do my best to answer them. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.